Hello YouTube fans, I would like to give you guys a grand tour of my studio where I shoot all my YouTube videos, and this is a little room in our house, and this is the Wall of Fame. I have Steve Vai, more Steve Vai, another Steve Vai. And I actually have another Steve Vai that I have yet to hang up. That I had him sign when we went to the concert last year in 2000. There it is, the big signature. I still got to put that up. They all signed the set list as well. Even Steve did. This is when we went to the Elusive Light and Sound concert in August of 2012. Really enjoyed that concert. Anyway, and I have me, the big caricature that you can see in the old videos. I kept that active. Anyway, there's me and my brother, Patrick. He is on our Eclectic Guitarists videos, if you go check those out. And there's a big signature from Steve there, Backstage Pass. We actually won Backstage Passes 2 years in a row. He won them first, my brother, and then I won them. Or maybe the other way around. We went on the forums and got Backstage Passes. Now they have the Evo packages and all that, and you can't really do that. But there's us with Joe when they played the G3 tour at the Ryman. There's Joe again, and probably my favorite picture of Joe is one of him on the tour bus that I had made a copy of. That was on his site. Puppy dog calendar I got for Christmas, and just some other things. And I think I've told you this. Oh, and that's the G3 tour 2005, 2003 with Yngwie Malmsteen, and that of course has all their signatures on that. And my guitar, which I'll show to you here in a little bit, has all three of their signatures from that tour as well. I took the back plate and had them sign it. This is a reminder to me, not only that I like Perloyd pick guards, but also to never, ever, ever bake a pick guard. The reason I did this is because it was warped where I used to stick picks underneath here as a pick holder, and it started creating a little warped ridge there, so I wanted to flatten it out. Someone said that you can flatten it back out by baking them. I did, and not only did it leave a bad smell in my oven, but it also shrunk. Yes, it shrunk the pick guard. So I was not able to fit it back on my guitar, and that really made me sad because I love that pick guard. Anyway, going around this way in the studio, we have the infamous Chuck Norris poster. I love these Chuck Norris things. My little thing of gear down here, some guitars and things like that, and I have my other acoustic guitar in another room. So coming around this way, an old junky computer that I use every now and then, the printer. This is where all my books are for guitar things and music things like that. Also have posters, you know, the infamous guitar posters, you know, all this stuff going on. Now here's where the magic happens, okay? As you can see down there, I have a fluorescent light that lights the background. This is just regular CFL bulb, and the bulbs that I use, oops, if I don't trip over everything, the bulbs that I use are, I'm holding this all on a tripod, by the way. Let's see if I can get a better view of that. Bulbs that I use are these, it doesn't matter what kind, as long as it says daylight, okay? That gives you the cool color tone, it gives you the white color. You don't want the ones that are yellow and all that. These put out 75, they replace 75 watts, they put out only 20 watts. I use 3 of them. And there's the brightness, kind of gives you an idea of what I use. They're soft white, as you can tell right here, the soft white instant on CFL bulbs. And I use the little, you know, that kind of gives you a scale of what it looks like on the brightness chart. I use the little clamp on, fixtures. Recently I had to redo this. There's one clamping to my chair down there. I also have one, I'm going to try to get a blackout curtain because this really affects the brightness sometimes when you watch my videos, you'll see them all of a sudden get brighter and darker, and it's because of the sun out here changing. It's really bright right now, but I'm going to have to get me a blackout curtain. These are the clamp-on fixtures I was telling you about. I use these quite a bit. Right now I have it clamping on my huge CD rack slash bookshelf slash everything else guitar stuff. Okay, so I've got it clamping on there. It's now I'm not going to tell you how to do the lighting because there's a lot of technique and process involved in it, but you can just go research some lighting, things like that, and see exactly where to point it. They've got, this is the 3-point lighting technique. I've got one for my background to kind of help me stand out from the background. I've got one over here that's supposed to be the front spotlight, the main light. It's supposed to shine directly on you, but which is fine if you don't have a shiny guitar like my acoustic or my electric there. It makes the frets shiny and it makes the body real washed out, so you don't want that. So you kind of have to offset a little bit directly on you and then offset. And then the other one, as you can see, this little dangling cord here. I used to have this one on a well, let's see, a microphone stand. But then I realized as you trail up, this light fixture here has a little kind of I don't know, a little nipple, for lack of knowing what to call it. Has a little nipple edge type thing that you can clamp it on there. So this one is I forgot what this one's called, filter light or something like that. Anyway, it's pointing down. Usually I had it right level with my head, pointing to my side. Like, okay, so for example, here's straight on. The light is pointing upwards, and the other light is pointing in this direction. Okay, see this light? I'm pointing it where it's aiming. It's not aiming like directly on me, it's aiming like more to my side over here. And this light, when I had it level, it was aiming, see here's, it's not directly on me either, it's more like this. It's aiming right around there. It's kind of bypassing me. And you can tell the light changes whenever I turn some of these off. This is the one right above me. Okay, there's the one right above me. And I really wish it was dark outside so you could see this. Here's the one that's facing this way, if you'll watch. Okay, then all that's left is a background light. Okay, so this one filters, gives this much, aimed at this direction. Okay, if I turn that back off, you'll see what this one does. Slightly aimed a little bit more to my side. It filters, it gives you enough light, you know, so anyway, that's how I do that. These are very inexpensive, those little fixtures there. Were only like maybe $6 or $7 for a medium sized one. The bulbs themselves you can get very cheap, and I only need 3 of them. One for background, one as a main light, I forgot what they call it, it's been a while since I've looked it up, and then one for a like a filter light or something like that. Anyway, look it up. Okay, so I'm running 8 minutes on this video. I want to go ahead and wrap it up. Over here we have my mixer that I use from time to time to record things on a stack of comic book boxes with guitar magazines in them. There's my PV Viper 15, really good amp, really good practice amp. One of these days I'll have a gigantic one. It'd be nice. That's where I keep my remotes for my cameras and some picks and things like that, and the handy clock. And the sock is for if I use a portable recorder, my Tascam PR10, which I haven't been using lately because it puts so much noise into the microphone. So now I use it to wipe down my guitar strings whenever I'm done playing. We have a Sam's Cola Cherry Coke in the floor and a big old glass of tea there. That's where I keep my drinks, on a little crate. And we have my Digitech RP355, my Ibanez TS9 tube screamer, and my Crybaby 535Q wah-wah pedal. That's really pretty much all I need for right now. I'd like to have some better stuff, but and my trusty Fender MIM Stratocaster. I got it in 2001. I put DiMarzio pickups in it, and just recently I bought a very cool thing to place on the top of my guitar, and hopefully I just changed the string, so it's going to be a while before I do an update on that. But when I do, I'll definitely show it to you. It's a pretty cool feature that you can, it's kind of like your own personal decal that you can plaster on the guitar itself, and it will look awesome. And so that's my guitar. There's my fat finger, which I don't really know if it works, but it's supposed to increase the headstock mass, thereby increasing sustaining your strings. Like I said, I've had it on there for years. I don't know if it works, but that's what I use. There's my whiteboard that I use for certain lessons that I have on YouTube upon a Crate acoustic amp that somebody let me borrow. It's a really good amp. And then the background is just a simple, luckily enough, I had a nice dark blue sheet that we have tacked to the wall via push pin. And so that is basically the setup. And you know exactly now what my setup looks like. And so this is me, and that's how I look with all the lights and everything on me. The lighting affects everything. It's important that you get good lighting. So I back out of the light. This is what I look like. Go back into the light, and you see it bouncing off my head, no doubt. And that is the inside the studio. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you getting ready to create some more YouTube content video for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. So back to the wall of fame as we fade out and as we stop. Thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube page and tell your friends about my website at www.secretsoftexasbluesguitar.com.